Hey guys, now let's discuss about the Ohm's law, which is one of the very important basic law in the BW subject. So Ohm's law states that at a constant temperature, the current flowing through a conductor or circuit is directly proportional to the voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance. So this is the definition you are supposed to write in the exam. So from this definition, what we can write is I is proportional to V. Let us say this is the equation number 1, and I is inversely proportional to the resistance. Let's say this is the equation number 2. From the equation number 1 and 2, we can write I is equal to V by R. So from this equation, we can write V is equal to IR and R is equal to V by I. So these are the basic fundamental formulas of the Ohm's law. The main equation is Ohm's law I is equal to V by R. So the entire statement is representing in the I is equal to V by R. This is the basic formula. Okay. And next, units of this three parameters. Here I is the current, the unit is ampere, and it can be represented by capital E. And similarly, V is the voltage, the unit of voltage is volts, and the symbol is V. And next, resistance or unit is ohm, and the symbol of the ohm is this is the symbol. So these three units are very important. So you can see in the laboratory or in the textbook or in the circuit diagram, wherever this amperes. So you'll be seeing, so you can find like this 2 amperes, 3 amperes and 5 amperes. So whenever A is given, when you see A, it means the current. It represents the current. Similarly, voltage 2 volts, 3 volts, 5 volts, like that. And finally, resistance also 2 ohms, 3 ohms. So this will be the symbols. So sometimes you can see this also, sometimes this also. So it depends. And these three basic parameter units are very important. So next, let us apply this Ohm's law definition to the circuit. So what is given in the definition? Current I is directly proportional to the voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance when temperature treated as a constant. So we must keep the temperature of the circuit is a constant. So now see, this is the voltage, we applied voltage to the circuit. So this is the circuit, or we can call as a conductor. So this conductor is simply connected to the voltage as an input. This is the input voltage. So we can give here 2 volts, 3 volts, 5 volts, like that. So when voltage is given to the circuit, the current flowing through the circuit, this is a current, it flows like this. So this current is what is saying Ohm's law, directly proportional to the voltage. So it means when voltage increases, current also increases. Then when this current is flowing like this through this resistance, what is our resistance? So what is this property? This resistance is inversely proportional to the current, which means this resistance is opposes the flow of current through it. So this current flowing is controlled by this resistance. This is the Ohm's law actually. So that's what we have seen, the relation between I, V, R. So in this circuit, when current is flowing like this and this resistance is controlled. So the relation between these three parameters is I is equal to V by R. So simply just what I'm saying, just I'm explaining when Ohm's law is applied to circuit, how does it work, how does it looks. That's what I meant to say. So this is the circuit. And next see graphical representation of Ohm's law, which means the relation between I and V. So here V is increasing like this, and V is increasing and I also increases. That's what directly proportionals. So I directly proportional to V. So when V increases, I increases. When V decreases, I decreases. So this will be the relation, directly proportional relation. So when V and I start increasing, so the graph is increasing like this. So this is a graphical representation of Ohm's law. And next, let us see how you are going to ask a problem in the exam. First, you need to understand what is the problem, how the problem will come on Ohm's law, and how to apply Ohm's law for the given problem. Okay, and let us see. So Find the current flowing through a given circuit. This is the question given. Okay, so what is asking? Find the current flowing through the circuit in the given. So in this circuit, so we have seen already, this is a circuit diagram. Similar circuit is given here. Then you are supposed to find the current. So here, so this is the circuit. So V is equal to 20 volts. So just I explained in the above, 20 V, nothing but 20 volts input is given. And R is equal to how much? 2 ohms. This is a symbol. Okay, 2 ohms. So V is given, R is given. What you have to find? Current. So this is a question. So guys, so you must remember there are 3 steps in order to solve the electrical problems or any engineering subject problem. First, you have to write given data. So what is given data? What is given in the question that you are supposed to write in the given data. So what is given here? V is given. V is equal to 20 volts. What is given again? R is equal to 2 ohms. R is given. Just you write about given data. What is given? Next, step 2, required data. What is required data? What you are going to find in the exam. For example, find the current flowing through the circuit. So what's the question here? Required data, current. We don't know the current, so you are supposed to find the currents. That is the required data. Third step is solution. So after writing these step 1 and 2, that is given data and required data, immediately you will come to know what is the relation between the given parameters and required parameters. That's why just I am telling to write required given data and required data to get your perfect formula and procedure. Another advantage is, suppose if you don't know this equation or formula, whatever it may be, at least you will get 1 or 2 marks for this given data and required data. This is sure. So these are the advantages of writing given data and required data. Next, after writing these two, just you apply what is given I. So we know the relation between I, V, R. So what is that? I is equal to V by R. So just substitute the given values in this formula. So V is equal to how much? 20 volts. R is equal to 2 ohms. So 20 by 2. So how much? 10 amperes. This is the solution. So this is the way of solving electrical problems in the PW subject. I hope you understand. Thank you so much.